What's up, everybody? It's Alex from Heavy New York, invading California. It is day 3 at NAMM 2019, and we are here with Bill Hudson. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity, man.
Yeah, it's so great to have you here. You got a lot going on with I Am Morbid, and I know that you just announced your new project, Northtale, as well. Let's just give a rundown on how everything's been.
It's been busy. It's been a busy few years, between everything I've been doing. But Northdale is my new project, and it's my band. I mean, as opposed to a band I work for. I'm not like a dictator, but it's something that I write all the music for. It's my concept, and I have the perfect, what I consider to be the perfect team of musicians with me. We just got signed to a big record label, but I can't say what it is yet. It's one of those. But it will be announced soon, maybe by the time this interview comes out. And we have our first show confirmed for a festival in Europe too this year. That comes right after the release of the album. Also, I can't talk about that festival. It sucks.
Yeah, that's how every interview goes. It's so many things they can't talk about.
Yeah, man. It's but the good thing about being the boss as opposed to being the guy that's working for somebody is that I decide how far I can go. I can say I got signed. I can say we got a show. But I can say what it is. Well, no, I'm joking. Anyway, but that is the biggest thing that I'm trying to do this year is get Northtale going. And of course I still do I Am Morbid. We have a tour coming up. We have a show coming up Monday.
Whiskey a Go-Go.
Yeah, are you gonna be there?
I am leaving that day.
Fuck.
Yeah.
All right, dude. I'll send you some videos.
Oh, thank you. Please
So
do.
yeah, we have that, and I think between I Am Morbid, Northdale, and yeah, that's basically what I got going this year.
Awesome. With everything you've done, 1 minute you're playing with Udo, then you're on Westfield Massacre, I Am Morbid, Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Is this a completely different mind frame or songwriting process with Northdale? You mentioned that it's like your project, you're now working for somebody, so it's fair to say you have more of a say in this music-wise, right?
Well, it's interesting you bring Westfield Massacre up because that was a hybrid. That was really a hybrid of my music but thinking about writing for someone else. I got connected with Tommy Vext and Tim Young at the time, and they told me, they were done with Divide and Heresy. They were trying to start a new band, and they wanted someone to write songs. So I wrote music for Westfield Massacre. That's all my songs too. Like the first album, it's all my music, not the second album. First album is all my music, and I basically wrote thinking what would sound good with Tommy singing. Whereas in Northdale, I write songs I want to hear. I don't give a shit, like whether it's gonna sell or not. And I just write music that I like to listen to. And I was lucky enough to find a singer that can deliver exactly what I hear in my head.
Yeah.
So the writing process is a little bit different in that I'm not constricted by what will sound good for this singer. But it's still very much artistic. It's still very much my music, I feel that music is in general it's note and rhythm. At the end of the day, if I'm playing with I Am Morbid or Udo, I'm playing the same chords. The difference often is just here, is how you pick them. But you're still playing the same E chord,
Well, 1 minute, when you're playing along Udo and then playing along Tommy Vex and then playing along Dave Vincent, very different style vocalists right there. But so I'd imagine you also have to down tune a little bit more in certain projects and
sometimes, but sometimes not. Like Udo is Udo and I Am Morbid are different tunings by a half step. And oddly enough, I Am Morbid is the higher one. I Am Morbid is the one that's in E flat, whereas in Udo we drop it down to D.
That's so shocking. I figure playing Morbid Angel songs, you're down to drop A or something like that.
Well, there's a 7-string songs. Those are in B flat. Is a half step down with a 7-string, but that's less than half the set. Most of the stuff is E flat. It's just that it's that brutal when David sings and when Tim plays.
Yeah.
And then Udo is lower tuning than that, and it's not as heavy. And then Westfield Massacre, I think it was also drop C and drop A.
Yeah.
That kind of more modern tuning. But the chords, what you're playing, the way you're thinking is the same. It's all E minor, C major.
I know that you said that Northtale is like, you wrote all this music, but was playing with these other projects. Did that at all influence the style for Northtale, or like even just how you wrote the music?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And I can point out to specific instances too. Like sometimes I'll be stuck on a song and I'll be like, well, there's that one Accept song where they solve this issue like this. And then I'll try that and it works. Now, before I worked for Udo, I didn't know any Accept songs, So I have this library of 22, 25 new songs and riffs and music that I didn't know and that now can be used as a tool to write my songs. It's been happening a lot. It's been happening a lot with the songwriting for Northtale. A lot of the time, there's stuff that I would not have done otherwise. Like parts that I think, oh well, I got this from Morbid or I got this from Accept that I wouldn't know if I didn't play with those bands. It's very much an influence.
Yeah. So now we're here at the ESP booth, in case you guys couldn't tell. But I know that you are an ESP user, and which that to me, ESP has always been like the essential heavy metal guitar. What is it about an ESP that you always like to use?
Well, I've had a very close relationship with the company. I'm very good friends with the president, Jeff Moore, for about 6 years. I've been the cover of the catalog. I've been the cover of the booth a couple years ago. And that relationship is what makes me feel at home here. I can be anywhere in the world. If I say I need a guitar, I have it the next day. It's never happened where I said, can you guys help me with this? And they didn't. It's never happened. I've been here since 2012. Now, as far as the quality of the guitar, I just did an interview right there giving them the same answer. It's the reliability and the fact and how I don't know the word I'm looking for, but basically it's the fact that I can play with Udo and with I Am Morbid and with a pop band using the same guitar the same day. The flexibility, the reliability, the fact that that your guitar is always going to be in tune, is always going to sound good. It's and a lot of people mistake ESP for a straight metal guitar, but that's just because we have big metal artists. I mean, they have strats, they have tellies, they have acoustics, But there's Jeff. I just told Jeff the same thing. It's the reliability of the guitar that makes me love it. Yeah, I'm telling them that.
I just pulled you over there.
Yeah, see? So, but yeah, I mean, it's always in tune. I'll play a show in Japan, hop on a plane, get out in Sweden, play another show with the same guitar, and the tuning only moved a little bit. That's priceless to me. There's a lot bigger brands or like boutique brands that the guitars won't stay in tune.
Yeah.
And it's easy to play. You take an Eclipse, you take something like this. It looks like a classic. It looks like what people want to see, but the neck, the neck is different. This feels nice. This feels fast. So this, to me, that's the best guitar.
Awesome. So before we go, I want to thank you so much for your time. You just announced a lot of things that you can't talk about with Northtale. He'll tell me when I turn the camera off.
Yes.
But is there just anything with any of the projects that you're involved with that you would like to promote? I know there's some shows with I Am Morbid coming up and everything else.
Yes. Tonight I'm playing, well, by the time this airs, you're going to have missed it. But tonight I'm playing the Ultimate Jam Night here at NAMM with Steve Vai and Billy Sheehan. I don't want to start dropping names, but, with everyone. There's like 40 of them. and then on Monday, I'm playing with I Am Morbid at the Whiskey A Go-Go. We're playing classic Morbid Angel material, all four of the first 4 albums. What else am I doing here in LA? Man, I have something else, but I can't talk about it.
You'll probably end up at the Rainbow.
Yes, I'll be at the Rainbow a lot. I'll be at the Rainbow probably every night after the end of NAMM.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Bill.
Likewise.
Everybody, Bill Hudson of Northtale and I Am Morbid. Plenty of things coming soon. We'll see you next time on Heavy New York, everybody.